boy, Ellen, I love you.
Sean Diddy Combs has always been surrounded by celebrity friends, and he's been on television talk shows for sure, but some of his most famous appearances have been on Ellen DeGeneres' show.
I had the dates wrong all this time. Diddy, come on out.
My God, the internet is absolutely exploding right now over a leaked voicemail that's making waves everywhere. People are frantically speculating about Ellen's possible connection to the heartbreaking death of Stephen "Twitch" Boss, her dear friend and former executive producer. But hold on to your seats because this story takes an even darker turn. There are whispers that Twitch might have possessed some earth-shattering information about Ellen, the kind that could completely destroy her reputation. And here's where it gets really interesting. Somehow, Diddy supposedly managed to make it all disappear. Join me today as we dive deep into why this alleged story has Ellen absolutely terrified and what drove her to flee to England.
Ellen DeGeneres is saying goodbye to the USA. Multiple outlets are reporting that the comedian and wife Portia de Rossi are bidding farewell to the United States and are moving across the pond to rural England.
Let me tell you, for years, Ellen was practically running Hollywood. Getting on her show was like striking gold. It could instantly transform anyone's career into something extraordinary. If you were a celebrity desperately needing to refresh your public image, or you had a new movie, music, or literally anything to promote, landing a spot on Ellen's show was your golden ticket to guaranteed success.
This right here is the new Ciroc Mango. That was just a tacky product placement.
That's all right.
It's all right, but I needed a drink.
Yep.
And here's to us.
Yeah.
Now, you won't be shocked to hear that over the years, certain celebrities became regular faces on her show. I mean, if Ellen took a liking to you, you were definitely coming back. And one person who seemed to have an endless invitation to her show was none other than Diddy himself.
Ellen DeGeneres is saying goodbye to the USA. Multiple outlets are reporting that the comedian and wife Portia de Rossi are bidding farewell to the United States and are moving across the pond to rural England.
Oh my word, the things Diddy and Ellen discussed over the years. After Diddy's arrest, people started looking back at their conversations with fresh eyes. And let me tell you, those red flags are impossible to ignore now. We're not talking about just one or two suspicious moments. We're talking about an absolute flood of warnings that somehow everyone missed. Like this fascinating exchange from 2009. Ellen asked Diddy if she was invited to his birthday celebration. He responded by saying he always extended invitations to Ellen for all his parties, but she never showed up. Then he mentioned how his parties kicked off around 9:30, which completely caught Ellen off guard because she was obviously expecting a much later start time.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight.
Let's be real here. You don't need to be a detective to figure out that Ellen was probably referring to Diddy's other parties, the ones where all those unspeakable things allegedly happened. And in that same year, right after the devastating Chris Brown and Rihanna incident, Diddy opened his home to Chris Brown. When he appeared on Ellen's show later and was questioned about it, his response was so telling. He said, "It's my house. I'm allowed to give my house to whoever I want. Number two is, I'm the type of person who don't cast judgment on anybody. If a friend asks me for a favor, then I'm going to be there for them as long as the energy is positive." As time went on, Diddy and Ellen grew incredibly close, and his appearances on her show just kept multiplying even as other guests and crew members came and went. Then, around 2014, something magical happened. Ellen's friend Twitch made his debut on the show as a guest DJ, and viewers absolutely adored him. His popularity soared so high that his appearances became more and more frequent, eventually leading to him becoming an integral part of the show's entertainment. By 2020, he had climbed the ladder to become a co-executive producer. From those incredible dance breaks to deeply touching conversations, Twitch became an absolutely beloved part of Ellen's brand. But behind that perfect facade, things were apparently far from rosy. Multiple insiders have come forward claiming that Twitch witnessed firsthand the alleged toxic environment on the Ellen DeGeneres show. From staff mistreatment to behind-the-scenes manipulation. It's believed that Twitch might have known secrets that Ellen was desperately trying to keep hidden. Then came that devastating day in 2022 when Twitch was found unalive. Immediately, rumors started swirling about what might have happened because there was so much mystery surrounding his passing. We all knew Twitch and Ellen shared an incredibly close bond. He wasn't just her DJ and dance partner, he was her trusted friend and confidant. But now with all these rumors circulating about Ellen's alleged connections to Diddy's infamous freak-offs, people are asking the unthinkable. Could she have knowingly or unknowingly introduced Twitch to a world he wanted absolutely nothing to do with? Now fans are speculating something heartbreaking. If Ellen truly was involved in Diddy's party scene, she might have unintentionally dragged Twitch into a world that completely clashed with his values and comfort zone. Could this have added to the mental and emotional pressures he was already facing? The plot thickens when you hear what Twitch's wife, Allison Holker, discovered. She was absolutely shocked to learn that Twitch had been struggling with something after he passed away. There was an entire side of his life that he had completely hidden. This devastating revelation came when she was cleaning out his closet and found numerous DRS hidden at the back. In her emotional interview with People magazine, she shared, "I was with one of my really dear friends and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. It was a really triggering moment for me because there were a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. It was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue about. But that's not all." Allison also discovered a journal that Twitch kept, and what she found inside was absolutely heart-wrenching. He was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone because he loved everyone so much. Most disturbing of all, in the journal, Twitch alluded to an incident where he was assaulted by a male individual. And here's where it gets even more mysterious. The other person who seemed to really know Twitch was Ellen. Before long, rumors started circulating about a leaked voicemail from Ellen regarding Twitch. While the exact contents remain unclear, it allegedly hints at Twitch being exposed to things he was never meant to see and feeling completely overwhelmed by secrets he couldn't share. Fans are now speculating that Twitch might have uncovered something about Ellen's connection to Diddy's parties or the darker side of Hollywood's elite. If true, it could explain why this voicemail has sparked such intense reactions and added another layer of mystery to his tragic death. The biggest question on everyone's mind is what Ellen was talking about in that rumored voicemail. The circumstances surrounding Twitch's final moments are raising even more questions. He checked into a motel just 15 minutes from the home he shared with his wife Allison and their children. While that alone sets off alarm bells, the details of his final hours and the aftermath are even more suspicious. Here's what's really strange. Twitch didn't take his car to the motel, a detail that immediately raised red flags among those who knew him well. According to his close friends, this was completely out of character. When Allison couldn't reach him and noticed his absence, she immediately filed a missing persons report. Her quick action just shows how unusual and alarming his behavior was. Tragically, Twitch was found at the motel shortly after, and authorities quickly ruled his death as a self-inflicted shot wound. But this is where things get really murky. Initial reports claim no note was left behind, leading many to believe his death was sudden and without explanation. But then, after mounting media pressure and public speculation, authorities suddenly discovered a note. This complete flip-flop sent the internet into an absolute frenzy. Everyone started asking, why wasn't the note mentioned earlier? Was it genuinely overlooked, or is there something more sinister going on? The timing of the note's discovery has left many people incredibly skeptical. If the note existed all along, why wasn't it part of the initial investigation? This inconsistency has led to wild speculation, with some fans and conspiracy theorists suggesting that someone might be manipulating the narrative. You see, over the years, Ellen's carefully crafted be kind persona has completely crumbled under allegations of toxic workplace behavior. And if Twitch really had dirt on her, this would have ended her career completely. These new theories suggest her secrets run even deeper than anyone imagined. Was Twitch caught in the crossfire of Ellen's alleged connections to Hollywood's elite? Did he feel betrayed or burdened by knowledge he couldn't safely reveal? These questions have left fans completely divided, with some defending Ellen while others are convinced she's been covering up more than just a toxic work culture.